My name is Christophe Fricker. I teach translation and I teach German at the University of Bristol. My focus is on practical translation units from German into English. And I also prepare students for work in the translation industry by looking at how students can develop a professional identity and how they can set up as freelancers in an industry that is quite dominated by freelancers and sole traders. The translation industry is one where, in a sense, it's difficult to leave a mark because a lot of people can call themselves translators, but it's also, in a sense, easy to stand out because when you're good at it, you can find a niche and you can find a target audience, you can find a market that you're very good at serving. And we do help students cultivate that notion of who their work is for. My first experience of translating was when my friend showed me a poem I liked. And that was almost a physical reaction. I took a sheet of paper and I jotted down a German version of it. And I looked at it and I thought, oh, that's very interesting. That's translation, isn't it? And I'd never done it and I hadn't resolved to do it. It just happened because I enjoyed that text and I wanted to relate to it in a new way, in a productive way. Ever since, I think I've pretty much worked on every type of text you could possibly translate, from opera to financial reports, from cartoons to a Guardian columnist's book on the working class in England. I've recently worked on a children's book, so there's a great spectrum of things I'm interested in. And I've worked in almost every capacity that a translator can work in. So as a translator myself, as a commissioner of translations, so I've been on the other end of that business relationship. I've edited translations, I've published translations. I have entered legal proceedings when translations were bad and they were worse than I had hoped and expected. So I am familiar with a lot of the different aspects of translation and as an industry, and also with the huge variety, at least some of it, of texts that translators can work on. Translation is a craft, and every craft, you're getting better at it when you work with someone who knows what they're doing. So you learn partly by learning concepts that you can fall back on, that when you're stuck, you have something to remind yourself of, oh yeah, here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm aiming for, and you're able to then also give that a name, and then that can inspire your practice. You learn by looking at good examples, or by examples that are improving, that your peers produce, or that your tutors produce. So that is and that's a collaborative activity. So in any workshop, you learn together. You learn from someone who knows a little better, who has some experience, and that can be a fellow student if they have a certain experience that you haven't yet had, and it can be your tutor. And you can look back on your own work and critically evaluate what you have done. So I think that reflection on your own practice and that sort of regular experience in a space where you can experiment, that is something that will really give you an edge in the profession.